The Spartans headed toward the ball and are ready for action. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play.
And that's not a surprise who made that play. And this is just the opening drive, but we're going to hear his name a lot. He flies all over the field, shows up in the run, shows up in the pass. Big-time playmaking linebacker that every time you turn on the tape, you see him flying around.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Looking for more room. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Spartan!
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3 and out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And the Spartans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Dante Moore. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Finds space on the right. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
It is so hard as a defender to have to stop that big fella from catching the corner route, right? He already has great size and long arms, and he can jump. So what do? I mean, you're not trying to create pass interference and a penalty, but that's just a size mismatch, and the offense took advantage.
That's caught. It's Tracy. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
The Spartans are moving quickly down the field. Give to the back. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Moore, play action. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This defense talked about it coming into this football game. We've got to affect the quarterback. We've got to rattle him. We've got to hit him early. How about this? First drive, 2 sacks already. So far, mission accomplished.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Throwing right. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. They'll send the back in motion. 4th down, Moore. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Hold and fire complete. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second.
Here we go. Ready. Black 14. Black, go.
Just going to keep it after the snap. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down.
Now, 4th down.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. He might want another play. On 4th down, looking to pass. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield, it's Preston. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
In the gun on 3rd down, Moore. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Cobb. Finding some room. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
You can really feel the momentum changing in this game now, can't you? The defense comes away with a massive takeaway deep in their own end. And here's the offense on the 3rd play of this drive, getting the first down and doing it running the football. Everything seems to be shifting in this team's favor.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
Quick completion on the out route. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
He wants to change this route. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Timeout taken by the Spartans, their first of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here.
Red 54, red 54.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They give it to him again. Got a little space. The whistle sound, and they got it called just in time, using the timeout with a second left. Now to see if they can score before the half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Right down the boulevard. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Throwing more. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. He's loose. The 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
What a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They'll run it in the red zone. It's White. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go right back to him. And again, he gets nothing. This defense is not giving up anything on the goal line.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be 4th down.
And they stop him there with a tackle for a loss. And how about the run defense in this football game? A lot of coaches, man, they talk about it. Coming into a game, first thing we have to do is stop the run. Both these defenses so far have been up for the challenge.
More to throw for it on 4th down. Lets it go to the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. That's going to be a safety, and you want to talk about screwing up a turnover. He just did.
Oh, and those are one of those plays where you just start scratching your head and you're like, wait a minute, you're going the wrong way. It was a nice interception, but can tell lost his bearings, lost his compass, lost his mind, whatever he lost, and he goes the wrong way. I promise you, all week that will be shown in the defensive meeting rooms, and they will be laughing and pointing and making fun of the young man for going the wrong direction.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Here's Moore to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Facing a third and long. From the gun on third down, Dante Moore. He's got it down the middle. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Bring in the heat. And it's a sack.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covering downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him. Get the big sack on fourth down.
He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
On the direct snap, it's Cobb. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
We've reached the break. Cincinnati is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll move the wide receiver. The RPO, it's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Ball's at the 27. It's third and short. Can they avoid making that fourth down decision? The Bearcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Here comes third and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. On the run, it's Cobb. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. He breaks the tackle. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Got a little grass. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
And offensively, man, I think you want to, at this point in the game, with the clock running down in the 4th quarter with the lead, I want to add points to this, but I do want to chew as much clock as possible. Priority number 1, though, getting that 6.
So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. And the Bearcats have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Ready. Blue 30. Blue.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Moore. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Makes the grab. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
Moore to the air. Throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
When you're down